Yo, what's good? My name is Tev, and I'm about to show you exactly how I turned $100 to $1,500. And that's not even the best part. The best part is I can teach you this in one single week. Of course, you've been around YouTube where everyone's teaching all different kinds of stuff. But if you've never heard of this before, then you are in for a treat. You've probably traded fair value gaps, support and resistance, multiple indicators, which I don't know why you're using so many, but this is going to change your entire trading trajectory. I promise you. Market mechanics. If you've never heard about market mechanics, it's about to blow your mind. It's the simplest way to trade and the most profitable that I've seen in my whole 8 years of trading. Nothing surpasses this understanding of how price moves. Market mechanics in its essence is simply how the market moves, why it moves, where it moves to, the likelihood of it doing a thing over another thing. And that's just as simple as it is. Most of trading is about psychology, not even just the strategy you trade. So yeah, sure, you can trade those other things that I told you about, but those don't yield the type of returns that market mechanics can possibly give you in one single trade. More than likely, the reason why you clicked on this video is because you're not profitable yet, but literally I can guide you to becoming profitable in the smallest time possible. My only intention and job is to cut your learning curve in more than half so that you can become profitable and I can build a successful community of traders that are like-minded. That is my goal. I'm not here to tell you, oh, I can promise you something that's unrealistic. I'm literally here to guide you in the footsteps that I have taken over the past 8 years that have finally brought me to profitability. And that's all I want for you. What if I made a promise to you that you thought would be impossible for me to pull off? Here's the promise. If I can get you to set alerts that whenever you do get on the charts, you have a possibility of making 1 to 15s, 1 to 20, 1 to 30, would you do it? I think you would. And here's how simple it can be. Follow me over to the charts and I'm literally about to show you guys this right now. Super excited that you're here. What I want you to do right now before we hop into the charts is understand that I've given you a 7-day free trial to access the ANNOVATE indicator. Even if you don't want to access the ANNOVATE indicator and become a premium member for the 7-day trial, you can still become a free Discord member where you still get the trade callouts, still get the access to the information and the materials that you can learn the market mechanics that I'm about to teach you. But you know, it'll be best if you have the ANNOVATE indicator. I'm going now to show you the 2 ways, which is the market mechanics raw as it is, and then what the ANNOVATE indicator does, so to simplify market mechanics even more than what it already is. All right, here we are on the charts, and I literally just wrote down 2 of the rules that I need you to follow, right? So this is the market mechanics rules. This is exactly how I'm going to explain it to you first, and then we're going to get into the ANNOVATE rules, which is using the indicator. This is going to simplify what is already simple already and even more. So in a bullish market, you have obviously your, let's start from here, your swings. So your swing high to your swing low to your swing high to your swing low to your swing high. In a bearish market, you have your swing low to a swing high to a swing low to a swing high to a swing low. That is what you have in bearish markets and bullish markets, buying and selling. That's all the market is. By market mechanics, all I simply mean is supply and demand, but not in the way that they teach you. Supply and demand, how they teach you is them telling you to wait until price comes back into a zone, and they tell you to wait until price comes back into a zone and all this extra stuff. If you wait for a price to come back into a zone, more than likely you're going to lose trades, and that's the reason why you're still confused up to this very moment, right? But now if you understand it from this perspective, which is market mechanics, you will become profitable easily and quickly. So simply this: if I am bullish and I'm buying in a market and I see that we have a swing high to a swing low, all I'm doing is literally entering the trade as soon as I see price pass the swing high, the previous swing high that it just created. My stop loss goes below the swing low that it just created, and that's what I'm doing. It's very simple. That's all I'm doing. Literally, that is my trade right there, and that's how I'm getting in there. When I told you it was simple, it's not a joke. It's very simple. In a bearish market, we're doing the same, but we're selling. So you have your swing low to your swing high. Once price trades through that swing low, all you're doing is entering right there, and your stop loss is above that recent swing high. That's it. You don't even need an indicator for this. You understand? Now, where it gets really complex is when you start to scale down into the time frame so that you can get better entries, so that you can have way crazy and insane RRs, right? And I'm going to show you that very soon now. So check this now, right? This is as simple as the system is. That's the system right there. That's for market mechanics. Let me show you what that looks like over here on the charts. So I don't have my indicator on right now so that you can understand it and see it. So understand this. 1, your higher time frame bias is established. 2, you scale down to the lower time frame to look for bias continuation. 3, trade through the high or low of the liquidity. And then this is how you'd manage the trade. Very simply put. So let me show you it on the chart so you can understand. So remember now, this is what we were looking at, right? This is your liquidity target top if you're bullish. This is your liquidity target top. Let's just say liquidity target top. Bam. Liquidity target top. That's your liquidity target top. That's what you're aiming for. That's what you're trading through. This is also one. And if it made another one here, that would also be another one. That's what that is. Simply put, this down here on the bearish side would be your liquidity target. What? You obviously know, your liquidity target bottom. Simple as that. And this one would also be another one. So you can see how this thing is working, right? Great. So let's get onto the charts to show you what that will look like. So even in just this instance right here, if I zoom out, which is the most beautiful thing you can ever do on a chart, you can see where this was the high that was last before this traded through. This is your liquidity target top, which could have been that right there. And then what do you see down here? This is a swing high to a swing low, coming all the way to a swing high to a swing low, coming all the way to a swing high to a swing low, swing high, swing low, and it continues in that sense. Therefore, you can literally do this, and that would be that, this, and that would be that, this, and that would be that. These are all entry points. Let me show you. Simply put, if you waited until price traded through the liquidity target top, as I just showed you right in here, you would literally be entering right here. Let me show you. So that's your liquidity target top. As soon as price traded through there, which you saw that, so all of this fluff you wouldn't be involved in. As soon as price traded through there, that's where you would have entered, and your stop loss would have been low. Where? I said below the lows, right there. Therefore, you'd have been in this trade right now. And it's as simple as that. Time frames do not matter. It works on all time frames. It works on all pairs. This is literally the mechanics of the market. It's market mechanics. There's no get around it. It's as simple as can ever be. Like if you just look on the charts, you'll see all the entry points and where you should be in. Now, if you zoom in, so let me show you, because you have the macro and you have the micro, right? So let me show you something real quick. You have the macro and you have the micro version of the market. The macro will do this exact same thing, and the micro will do the same thing within that same price action. Let me go in the charts and show you real quick, right? So let me go to, no, let me even show you right here based on the same thing. So we didn't establish what time frame this would be on, neither does it matter. But let me show you how time frames would work. If we are establishing saying that this was a 2-hour time frame. Let's just move this. Let's say that this was a 2-hour time frame, right? On the 5-minute, what it would look like would be something very similar to this. That's what it would look like. This is what price action looks like on a lower time frame to higher time frame analysis. Very simple put, right? Very clean. As you can see it, this is just how it works. So now if I remove this, you'll understand that this and this are the same things, bullish biases, but one from a higher time frame, one from a lower time frame. Here's the beauty of what I'm telling you right now. This is how you can enter from the system. If I just told you, right, that you can literally enter from the liquidity target top and put your stop loss at the bottom, what do you think this is right here? This is the exact same thing. So if I literally enter from right here, once it trades through it, and I put my stop loss at the swing low, what do you think this is? So let me move this and show you. If I fit it right back in here, and I show you this once again, that is now your trade versus you taking a higher time frame trade and just doing it like this, and now this only ran to a 1 to 2. This is a perfect example, and I'm about to show you this. So this fitted right back over here again. Put this one on that trade right here. This is how you exponentially grow what you would have been calling a very good trade, and now putting it into the best probability ever, best probable trade ever. Why? Because now you're pushing the limits of what market mechanics is, with what the market can give you and deliver. Very simple. Let me show you what this looks like on the charts. So now let's do this. If I go onto the 2-hour time frame, okay, cool. So perfect. I have it over here where I have the 5-minute and the 2-hour time frames side by side. So very simply put, let's look at what this would look like right here. I have the ANNOVATE indicator on over this side, so let me just remove it. Let me remove it real quick. Removed and removed. So now, put simply, this is what we would be looking for. We see price buying through the highs, buying through the highs, buying through the highs. It's very simple, right? On the 5-minute time frame, look at this. You can see where the cursor is, and you can tell that the 2-hour was in a bullish sentiment, as you can obviously tell. Why? How you can tell? Here's a high being traded through. Let me just turn on the thing. Cool. That's a high being traded through. This is a high being traded through. This is a high being traded through. This is a high being traded through. And I don't know if you realize yet, but those are all entry points. Remember, that's a 2-hour time frame. This is when the price traded through that high. That's when you would have went, and this would have been your stop loss. Let me just delete that for a quick sec. Your stop loss would have been below that low right there. Sure, you got tapped out on this one. Great. I need you to understand that there are losses that you will take as well. So that's perfect, because guess what? The next opportunity that you got was right here. So boom, you'd have taken that one. That low would have been right here. So you'd have still been in this trade right now. So that one would have been active. Let me see. You have this one right here. That would have been an excellent trade, because below here. So swing high, swing low, going up, right? Excellent trade going in. Next one was right here. I'm hoping that you're seeing this live and direct, and obviously on the 5-minute chart you will be able to see the correlation between it all. So now you can see where these trades would have went roughly around even. So that one would have went 1 to 3.97. like fair value gaps and all these things are anyways. So that's a 6.3. This one goes up to a 3.99, and this one goes up to a sweet 5.24. You can understand what I'm doing here. Now understand this. If I just drew out these, let me just draw these ones out and then leave this here as the most recent top that came. Now you can go down to the 5-minute chart way over here and understand this and see this. Look at this. So obviously these are in the way. Let me just drag them down or put this over here, because remember now what we're looking at, since the rules said over here on the market mechanics rules, higher time frame bias established, 2 hour is bullish, 2 hour is bullish. Scale down to lower time frame to look for bias continuation, meaning you're looking for buys because the bias has been established, right? So now when you're on the 5-minute chart, you're only looking for buys. Now manually, obviously you're going to be looking at this, right? Where price breaks the highs. So this here broke that. Cool. Now you're looking for continuation trades, meaning if you see another one plotted, if we even go back on the replay and saw that this here closed and it created a liquidity target top, you were free to trade as soon as that traded through there. Guess what? You'd have gotten in here on the 5-minute chart and been looking like that. That's your swing high, your swing low, and now you traded through that trade right there. Look at this trade. So that same trade that went, the biggest trade over this side on the 2 hour that went for that 1 to 5 point something, has now gone max potential 1 to 10.85. This is how you literally scale down and utilize the smaller time frames. This is the reason why time frames exist, so you can see where orders are, so you can understand how to get involved in the market. It's not for anything else. And also the only reason why time frames exist is so that you can decide on your availability on the charts. If you work a 9 to 5, higher time frames more than likely will be in your favor versus lower time frames because you don't have the time to sit down and watch charts all day, right? Simply put. So now I hop back over here on the 5-minute chart. You can see that same trade, right? Let me put that down there and put this right here as well. So you can see that is exactly the same thing as what I just showed you over here. Remember, I just showed this to you. So now you can kind of understand what I'm showing you when I said the 5-minute trade was that right there. That took us up versus on that same 2-hour sentiment. So this was the 2-hour time frame. This was that. If I invert this chart right now, it's the exact same thing for sells. If I just swap this and this right now, bearish coming down, that's how the 5-minute chart would look. Let's just prove it. I just inverted the chart. Look at this. You can see it. It's all the same. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference because it is the same. Now, if I can't flip a chart and tell you the exact same thing in any strategy, then that's not a proper strategy, right? Because it should be able to work the exact same way, whether bullish or bearish. So now that you understand that, you can replay this video and understand that. Now, let's get onto the ANNOVATE indicator. ANNOVATE rules, right? Okay, so this is how the management would go for market mechanics rules. As I just showed you, break even at 1 to 2, and then move your stop loss under each new structure. If you wanted to do that, you can make your own management. That's the reason why I didn't go over management just a while ago, because you are supposed to collect data over time to see how you want to manage your trades. Now, that same concept, let me actually put this back here. This same concept now with the ANNOVATE indicator is going to blow your mind. I have this saved, so I can just move this right here, move that to the top. Now I will put back on my ANNOVATE indicator and look at how beautifully this even just puts itself right here. Obviously I created the system, so I don't necessarily need to see it, but this is the reason why the indicator is so great, because it'll help you who don't know exactly how to use market mechanics yet to get there even faster, right? This is my entry. So let me explain to you what the ANNOVATE indicator is and how we could have reached to the same point. Look at this now. If I double click on my ANNOVATE indicator, you can see where we have the two SMMAs, which are there. You have your bullish triangle that you can toggle on and off, and your bearish triangle that you can toggle on and off. So if you only want bearish opportunities, you can just turn off bullish. If you only want bullish opportunities, you do the opposite. Simple as that. I have 3 sessions here: London, New York, and money injection section. That's a tough one. Anyways, so with that now, I can still obviously even make it even cleaner. First of all, please make your charts clean. I can also disable the SMMAs so that you can obviously only have the plots available to you. So now you can understand that you are bullish, so you only want bullish opportunities. You do that, right? Simple as that. So SMMA, and that's just how I have my stuff set up. Now, the simplicity of the system is this: avoid rules. ANNOVATE rules. Higher time frame bullish bearish plot alert received. By alert, I simply mean this. If you right click on this, I have to stop. I have to pause and show you this. The reason why you're not successful in trading is because of your human emotions. The quicker you remove your human emotions from trading, you will become successful and profitable. And that's mostly what the community is there for. Not necessarily just for the strategy alone and for the understanding of market mechanics, but that is like the foundation of it. But the second thing is the market mechanics grants you something that is awesome that most other strategies don't. It grants you the psychology to stay out of the human emotions and don't mix the two, because the markets are mechanical, and then you are an emotional being. You have emotions. You are susceptible to feeling pain, joy, peace, war. You know what I mean? Those type of things. The more you can remove the emotions out of it and just stick to the mechanical, robotic nature of what the market is and what it can provide for you, the better you will be, and you will become way more profitable. You will become successful really quick. You understand that? That is what you have to understand. So let's just get back to the charts real quick and let me show you this, right? So when I say all of that with the psychology, I simply mean this: set alerts, but not just alerts. Because most alerts, if you just go here, you'll just be able to do something like this and set an alert for a high when it reaches, which you can do for the market mechanics section of it. But for the best entries and the best probable nature of you making like good money in this thing, come here, right click on the indicator, add alert on key level ANNOVATE, and look at the beauty of this system right here. You can add an alert that shows you whenever a triangle is plotted, which means I can have my 2-hour time frame bullish plotted. Let me show you. I can have my 2-hour time frame bullish plot ready and set for an alert, and I walk away from my charts and I do not care. I wait. Once that comes on my phone and it gives me an alert and it says bullish plot has been made, scale down to the 5-minute chart, I know that I'm ready to possibly make a 1 to 15, 1 to 20, 1 to 30. It's not any bullshit. Simple. Let me show you. So you get back over here, bullish triangle alert, once per bar, a bullish triangle has been confirmed. You can put this as whatever, and then press create. You come back, you start it again, and then you go bearish triangle alert once per bar, and then you press create. Now understand this, whichever time frame you're on will be the time frame that it sends you the alert on. Therefore, if I'm on a 2-hour time frame, then this will be the 2-hour that I'm doing it for. I have a list over here. It says best for HFM, that's my broker. So therefore I have 4 pairs in that list right there, so I can set a bullish triangle alert on that list. And when I go to other, then I can set whatever time that I want to set it to. So the 2-hour time frame, once per bar. Now it'll set that for the entire list of assets that I have there, meaning I don't have to sit down every day and look for opportunities and force nothing, because the right context is not there. Unless I get an alert, then that's the only time that I will trade, because that means my context is there. Trade in the best context. Why would you trade outside of the, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Like, stay focused and do what you're supposed to do, right? So that's how you set an alert. So let me show you. I would have received an alert right here once it hit right here. Let me show you. So let me just make this a bit smaller so we can kind of see the charts a bit better. So remember, higher time frame bullish, bearish plot alert received. We already know that that goal is bullish, so 2-hour would have been bullish. Scale down to the lower time frame and wait for number 1 to repeat, which is that. This is that. So I would have received an alert right there. As soon as this closed and this candle here opened, I would have received an alert that said bullish plot has been established, right? That's exactly where that would have been. Simple as that, which means I'm free to trade any of this. And do you realize from that I would have been able to trade all of this? So anyways, let's show you what it is. Let's show you what it is. Remember, in market mechanics, you would just be literally trading through the high right here. Let me remind you of how difficult this is to just spot if you just didn't have the indicator. Remember, so now that you see it, you see how easy it is to even get involved in a spot like this, right? There you go. There you go. Now understand this. You could have just bought through here once it crossed the high. Look at the beauty of this. Once it went below there, you wouldn't have been involved in that market anyways. Now it came up and plotted another one. Now you're waiting for that trade to pass through, close down here. You wouldn't have been involved anyways. You don't care. You walk away from the market. Now when this one plotted and it didn't close below that MA and then traded through, that's confirmation of a literal bullish market. And now you're just looking for the same things to go up, right? So simple. You would have been a part of this market right here, going that. So 1 to 2 break even. I have 1 to 1 up here. So let's go 1 to 1 to show you the trade management. That would have been your 1 to 1. We literally go break even right there as soon as that hit right there. So we could have gone break even right here, right? Could have gone break even right there. Let's say 1 to 1 BE, or let's just put SL. And then on the top here is where that would have been 1 to 1. So we could have easily done this and it said 1 to 1 BE. Simple as that, right? Now from here, we just manage the trade. So what I would do is just kind of close this, but then leave these here to run like this. So the max potential that this ran was 1 to 7.93. 1 to 7 in literally 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's not hard for us. That's, to be entirely honest, this is not even a crazy trade for us, because what you would do from here now is manage. As soon as you take your partials, you would be managing on the 2-hour time frame now, which that now would have taken you exponentially higher depending on where that 2-hour time frame is moving. So that is how the market mechanics works. That is how the ANNOVATE indicator works. That is how the rules are, and this is how you can literally get some insane trades. Like, let's go to the 2-hour. Remember now, once that traded through, you could have been in that trade. Once it traded through the highs, you could have been in that trade. But let me show you the beauty of the ANNOVATE indicator. If you had already been established bullish, as you can see from the 2-hour time frame, we've been bullish. Let me show you, because I use the daily, 2-hour, 5-minute. That's what I do. On the daily chart, look at where the opportunities would have been for you to be looking for bullish opportunities. This would have been your liquidity target top. Let me just show you real quick. That's your liquidity target top. This is your liquidity target top. This is another one right here. And this is another one right here, which is the reason why you got that bullish plot right there. And then greatest of them all, this one right here. All right, that went all the way over here. These are all your liquidity target tops, right? That you literally can buy through. You're just buying through them. It happens on all time frames. It doesn't matter what time frame. Now look at this. If you literally just wait until you see the bullish plot and trade through those, look at the type of trade you could have been in on gold on the daily. This is what we're talking about. That is when you would have been in on gold since let me show you, since January 8th, the day before my birthday. That's when you would have been into gold. And I was literally trading gold from here. And I said, okay, we were bullish from here because I already knew market mechanics. This is before I even made, or Anno made the ANNOVATE indicator, right? Simple as that. So you have to understand that this is exactly how you want to be trading. And let me go down to the 2-hour time frame so you can see what that even looks like. Let me show you what that looks like. Remember, this is the daily trade right here. What do you think you could have been doing in here on the 2-hour? On the 2-hour, here's your bullish plot, which means you could have traded through here and then your stop loss would have been down here. Look at this. Look at that. That would have been your trade on the 2-hour. Now, what went to a 1 to, let's see what that was. What went to a 1 to 6 would have easily went up to a 1 to 37. This is what I'm talking about. Like, it's not that hard. And guess what? That's not even the time frame that I would be trading on. Because remember, it's the 2-hour time frame that I mean 5-minute time frame that I trade on. Remember, but look at the mechanics, bro. Look at the mechanics. If you're just buying through the highs, guess what? This is a, let me show you how nice this is. That's an opportunity to buy. This is an opportunity to buy. That's an opportunity to buy. This one, that one, this one, this one. This is the obvious. These are the obvious ones to buy. Look at how many buy opportunities there are. Even when price broke down right here after creating this, that was one right there, and then it created the last one right here coming down, and as soon as it traded through that, that's another big demand zone. Right now we're not bearish on gold whatsoever. Do you see all these opportunities that you could have bought from? Stop losses below the swing lows, just as I showed you in here. Don't forget, just as I showed you in here. Yep, remember, yeah, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. And that's what you're doing. You're trading through the swing high and then putting your stop loss below the swing low. Remember, let me zoom out on the 2-hour time frame. Swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. It's the same thing on repeat. Look at way before. Look at way before. Look at this. Swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. And it just continues, right? If I go to the monthly time frame, it doesn't matter what time frame it is. What do you see here? Swing high, swing low, traded through it. Like, it's so easy at this point. It's almost crazy, the fact that we used to trade any other system. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's crazy the fact that we would trade any other system. If you were trading on a monthly time frame back in 1978, as you can see down here, you'd have been making stink money, like 1 to 6. And then guess what? This one created a new high, as you can see, remember? So bam, that's your liquidity target top. Now you trade once that passes through there, That's where you enter. Your stop loss is where? Below the swing low. Swing high, swing low, the lowest point down there. So that's your trade. And guess what? Right now, on a monthly time frame, you'd be up 3 point something again since the existence of gold. Now, if you go down in here, which is 1973, what do you see? This is before we even had charts. 1973, swing high, swing low, traded through it. This is what your trade would have been. Now, whoever got this back in the day, this is probably when the Rothschild family got into gold right there. You see that? Look at that. And ever since that moment, price has never, ever, 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 ever returned to $70 an ounce. And look at this. What do you think this is in terms of ratio? That's a 1 to 206 to 1. Like, I can't make this up. The system has, in other words, you saw that just happen in 1970 something. This has never changed. It has never changed, will never change, because that's just how the market works. Because it's the mechanics. It's the mechanics of the market. It won't change. Your arm has mechanics to it. It won't change. There's nothing that will change it unless something major happens to it. But that's different. That's the same. The markets will be the same, and it's always the sentiment of people. Yeah, it's not hard to see. Like, this is what it is. On the 10-second chart, that's what it is. On the 5-minute chart, this is what that is. So let me show you what that looks like on a 5-minute chart. This push right here is that same 10-second massive trade. All these chops going down is that 10-second thing that you thought was like, oh, significant. No, look at this. Look at that. That's the 5-minute trade. Once that closed above here, look at this 10-second chart. This is how that push looked. And remember, if you were just trading through the highs, look at that trade through the high, trade through the high, trade through the high, trade through the high. This one would have lost. Trade through the high. Come on, man. I don't need to explain it any further, man. You understand this. You understand this. You see it. You can clearly see it. You know, it's not rocket science. 1 to 7 ratio in roughly 6 minutes. Like, it's not rocket science. It's market mechanics on repeat. Nothing has changed. Nothing will change. This is just how this thing works. So, you know, hopefully you understood something inside of this. Hopefully you came to grips with market mechanics and how you can understand this. I have a lot of videos on YouTube that you can just go and find and then watch and then understand this on a deeper level. I have master classes that I have now removed from YouTube and now kept for my premium members, which you can see where I literally, let me even just show you some stuff, right? Let me just give you a quick little glimpse of what's going on in the Discord, right? So in the free membership, you obviously have the public shout out where I send different pieces of content, information, and I might give you freebies and stuff like that. I explain what the system is down in here so you can understand how it works. This is the public chat where we literally discuss certain things, different aspects of certain things. And then the Mentor FM where you can talk to directly me or Anno. From here, you can see it because I just changed that thing. So that's what you have access to in the free membership. Obviously, you can see where it's 49 members in here. Now, for the paid membership, you have announcements that I show you, my trade ideas, where I literally show you the trades that I'm getting in on way before, right? As soon as I get the alerts, I'll show you what I was talking about, 5-minute buys already, right? I show you where I get the alerts, how I get into the trades. So look at this one, 2-hour bullish signal, a bullish trade has been confirmed. So now I'm on the 5-minute chart looking for trades, and I'm showing you how I'm getting into different trades. If I take a loss or a or a BE, or if I get a good winner, you understand? So like even this one here, go on that one, break even on that one, got into another trade. This one here just started to push, came back down. You know what I mean? I'm showing you everything. This is the main chart. Members trade ideas. So this is where Anno and other traders will be able to put their trade ideas and how they get into different things. I'm in with you on gold right now, Tev. Saw your message, checked it out, and it looked good, right? I have the course in here. So start here. This is where I basically teach you exactly how to use the Discord, the market mechanics of it. So this is exactly what I was talking about just a while ago with the master classes. So you can see what I was doing, which is everything I just taught you, but before the ANNOVATE indicator. So masterclass, masterclass 2, this is when I introduced the ANNOVATE indicator, masterclass 3, 4, and then this is the bad boy one. This one is crazy. Anyways, we have one-on-ones, we have webinars, supporting docs, community analysis, and then this is where I can show you the different trading styles. I know you probably can't see it from here. Let me do it like this. This is where I can show you the different trading styles. So the ANNOVATE way, right? I don't have anything inside of these right now because I'm still populating it as we speak. Then you have the different trading styles that I know that I can come up with and easily use. What I just showed you is that same concept of 1 day, 2 hour, 5 minute, 10 second. And then you have the sessions trading, which is literally just, if you wanted to trade every single day, you could. And I could show you, like, based on a 5 minute time frame, how you would be using the 5 minute and then the 10-second charts to get in. So let's just use like Bitcoin, for example. Bitcoin is active right now. If I went to the 5 minute time frame, first of all, I would never be trading Bitcoin right now. So let's just look. So let's actually use gold back again now. So let's just say the sessions that would have popped up with the indicator would have been like London. Let's say, okay, this was New York. So New York would have been somewhere from 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock would have been right here. 8 o'clock would have been right there. And this would have closed at 2 o'clock. I only trade until 2. So this would have been 2 o'clock right here. There you go. Sorry, 2:30 is when I trade. 2:30. So this would have been your day to trade. So now, as soon as you saw this come up and you saw that red triangle pop up right there, you'd have been in here for the 10-second to look for trades to sell, right? This is if you want to trade the system every single day. You can. I don't trade every day because I rather get the trades that will send me up to 30 RR and stuff like that. And that's what I like. But anyways, this is how it would look. So sorry, let me jump back onto the 5 minute and show you exactly how this thing would look. Sorry for that, if that was kind of jarring, but look, so that is when the indicator would have indicated, the alert would have came to me and said, hey, where a bearish plot has just been plotted. That's when that would have happened, right there on the 5 minute chart. So I have the 5 minute open, 5 minute open. This is just how I literally navigate this thing and how I mark it up, right? Cool. Yes, that's just how I mark it up. Now I want you to understand this. I would then be going down to the 10-second and looking for a trade right here. Where is it? No. Yeah, cool. So 5 minute open, 5 minute open right here is when I'd be looking for my red plots to be open, and I'll be trading them once I see price trade through them. Therefore, this would be my first trade. I'm just showing you how it would have worked if you wanted to trade every day. My stop loss would have been up here because that's how I trade the system now. I don't necessarily just go right below that one. If it's a 10-second chart, I go to the previous high. So this one would have still resulted in a loss. So that would have been -1. Beautiful. That's a -1. Next one was right here. We didn't get an opportunity right there because it didn't cross. Next is right here. This one crossed right here. Beautiful. And the previous high was right there. That would have been that trade. Excellent. Now I would have gone to the 5 minute chart to manage the trade. Now, as you can see, price max potential went to a 1 to 5.13. And you can do this literally every single day. So anyways, hopefully you learned enough. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you have access for the ANNOVATE indicator. You can literally get the 7-day trial right now and become a premium member so that you can have access to the ANNOVATE indicator. Use it, see what it's like. If you don't want it, you don't have to keep it. Otherwise, from that, the link is in the description for both, and you can become a free Discord member regardless and still learn the materials and watch the YouTube videos. You can still become profitable from just watching the YouTube videos. So I would recommend you do that. Glad you stuck around. Glad you we're here to see how we work the system and how we teach it. There's a lot more and a lot more to be added as the community is growing, and then a lot of different traders are going to be here to be able to discuss the ideas and add to the system. So peace, love, and blessings. Hopefully you learned something. I just want to deliver value, as much value as I can to you, so that you can understand that we're all in this community together, trying to become profitable and reach financial freedom. And that's what our common goal is, I would hope. So anyways, big up yourself. Peace.